so great to speak with you today. Congrats on your single, Mouth Go Crazy. How does it feel to have this out?
Yes, thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for having me. And it feels great. I mean, I started my career as a rapper and really wanted to catch that hit single. Sorry, that's my alarm, so I wasn't late for you. Really just wanted to be an artist. And Wildin' Out was kind of that window I climbed through when I couldn't get through that door. When to be a rapper and get that hit single. But it was like my skill set in rapping, my freestyling ability, my off the top ability that got me on Wildin' Out. So it feels great to release this single. Last year was really crazy for me. We shot like 3 seasons of Wildin' Out. I shot a movie called Forget About Christmas that I produced, casted, starred. I played 6 roles, got my Eddie Murphy on, wrote, directed. So that monopolized my entire year. And that being said, I didn't drop any music last year for the first time. The only thing I dropped was the soundtrack to the movie. So it feels good to get back to dropping music because music was my original passion. And it feels good to get a song out into the world and just get back on that music grind. So I'm excited for the song to be out. We're about to drop a Jersey mix to it, and we're going to work on the music video soon. So,
well, I listened to the song. I feel like it has such a fun beat. Has your Wildin' Out family had a chance to get to listen to it? What has their reactions been?
yes, a lot of them have heard it already. I actually performed it on the season 20 premiere with Cat Williams. So that was amazing. So they all got to hear it live. A bunch of them have been very supportive. Shout out to my girl Mimi. She did a TikTok to it. So yeah, a lot of them are supporting. They know that my mouth go crazy and how I get down when I spit. So they know how I get down. So they've definitely been supporting. And it's just a really dope feeling to be able to perform that live with my Wildin' Out fam in front of the Wildin' Out audience. And when we filmed that, it was actually before the song was out. So they really got to hear it first. So yeah, they've definitely been supportive. And I'm just waiting for it to blow up on TikTok or in the strip club or wherever, somewhere.
Oh my gosh, I feel like it's the perfect song for TikTok. I feel like
I feel like it is too. And I wanted to, sorry, one thing I meant to tell you, because you mentioned that the beat was dope. The beat is by AO, which shout out to AO. He produced WAP for Cardi B and Meg. So
there you go. Yeah, I was listening to it and I was like, this is so cool sounding because like I just love the beats of songs. I like the dance vibes of it, and I thought it was such a cool sound. Now I also have to ask, so the show season 20 is out. I saw that Kevin Hart was on the most recent episode. What was it like getting to work with him?
Oh, so dope. So when we were filming that season, I think Kev was in Atlanta, but he was filming a movie. So it was a couple days where they were like, Kevin Hart's coming today. And we were like all excited. And then like he wouldn't make it. Like, I guess his time filming would run over. And then like the next day they'd be like, Kevin Hart's coming. And then he didn't make it. And I think it was like the 3rd time that they said it that he actually made it through. So when he pulled up on set, it was so dope to be able to meet him in person. I mean, Kev is just like a goat. He's so iconic. And the fact that he was on the show early on and is such a freaking huge superstar now and came back to show love to Nick and to the show. It was an honor to share that stage with him. And, I had to go at him in the wild style because I was like, I have to go at Kevin Hart. I just have to. But it was amazing. He is literally such a good sport. Like I was cracking up last night watching the episode. After I hit him in the wild style, even his reaction is so funny. He looks at, because I told him something like, I said something like, Nick only brought you because he couldn't get Dave Chappelle. So Kevin looks at Nick and he goes, is that true? He's just, everything about him is so funny. He's just so goated when it comes to comedy. And so, yeah, that was an iconic episode and such an honor to, rock the same stage as him.
Now you brought up Nick. Everyone loves Nick. What's it like getting to work with him over so many seasons? And what's your favorite part about getting to work with him on the show?
Nick, one thing people may not know about Nick, I think he comes off this way, but it's even when you're around him, you get to see it even more and experience it. He is so humble. Nick is so humble. he is such a hard worker, and he really leads with kindness and understanding. Like, I've never, in like the 8 years I've known Nick, I've never seen him scream on anyone. Like, and people have deserved to be screamed on, you know. I'm probably one of them. Like, we all deserve to be screamed on sometimes. And he just doesn't lead like that. Like, he's the type that won't even like really raise his voice for real. And I think that's so cool to see a leader be like that with their tribe, you know. And one thing about Nick, when we're, you know, warming up for the show and we're doing mic check and stuff, he comes out and he's right there with us. Like, he really is amongst us. He rocks with us. He supports us. He uplifts us. And you know, that's really just my mentor. I look at Nick and what he gets done in the day and how many responsibilities that he has on his plate, and he makes time for all of it, all those jobs, all those kids, all us cast members, all these seasons, and somehow he gets it all done, and he finds the time within the same 24 hours that everyone else has to get it done. So I just admire him so much, and it's been a blessing to just be under his wing and experience and grasp all those jewels that he drops in person. So that's just been, you know, that's been something that's just an invaluable experience and blessing that I've been able to receive from him.
And I feel like he's juggling so much too with like his kids as well. Have you gotten a chance to meet any of his little ones? He seems like such a fun dad.
He loves his kids so much. He is a great father. I've met a few of his kids. You know, one thing about Nick is, like I said, he's gonna find a way to get it all done. So if that means he's in the studio and you know, he has other business he's got to take care of, Nick is always, I feel like he's always multitasking. He is really a Jedi when it comes to multitasking, and he's gonna find a way to make everyone happy and fulfill everything he needs to do. So shout out to Nick, because it's not easy. It doesn't look easy to be juggling everything he's juggling.
And then I do have to ask about another Wild and Out family member. Fans were shocked this year about the tragic passing of Jacky Oh.
Yes.
What was your relationship like with her, and what did you think about when you found that out? I know a lot of the Wild and Out family was super shocked.
Yeah, no, definitely. First and foremost, rest in peace to Jacky O. She was a beautiful soul inside and outside. Just such a good person, such a good mother. And yeah, I mean, it was terrible for us when we found out. We were filming. Everyone was just like literally devastated, in shock. You know, Jacky actually was on Wild 'N Out. I think she started like a season or two before me. So, you know, it's just like once you're a part of that Wild 'N Out family, it's, you know, everyone always has everyone's back, and it's like it's just always love. And then, you know, my relationship with DC, like, that's my brother. So it's like, just to, you know, to feel his pain for what he's going through was just like, just nothing short of tragic. So we all felt the effect of it, and like are still feeling the effect. It was just, you know, it was devastating. It was devastating. And you know, prayers out to DC and their kids and Jacky's whole family. And you know, I remember telling Jacky that she was so, I would tell her, I'm like, Jacky, you are so pretty. Like, it hurts to look at you. Like, she was literally one of just the prettiest people I've ever seen in my life. Like, didn't need a single filter. Like, she was just so gorgeous. And the amazing part about it was that her insides matched. You know what I mean? Like, she was just as beautiful on the inside. So it was a huge loss to the Wild 'N Out family. Rest in peace to Jacky O. And you know, thank God DC is so God-fearing and so rooted in his faith to get him through just like such an unimaginable you know, situation. So we're gonna keep him uplifted in prayer, and thank God he's anointed the way he is in comedy, and just having that gift, because I'm sure that's helping him, you know, get through the best he can.
It seems like the Wild and Out family is really like a close knit group, so I feel like it's good to have that support from your friends probably in this like trying time for him.
Yes.
Now this is kind of a hard pivot, but it's a pivot. I also wanted to ask you about your Maxim cover. Can I just say that you look stunning? What was your reaction when they asked you to pose for that cover?
Um, so when I found out about Maxim, it was like a week before. Nick hit me. He's like, we need you to come out to Atlanta, like, oh, you know, a week earlier or whatever, before we start filming. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm talking to Nick. I got like a piece of pizza in my hand or something. He's like, so yeah, you're gonna Nick just like casually dropped, like, yeah, so you're gonna shoot for Maxim, you're gonna be on the cover. I was like, drop the pizza. I said, Maxim? started doing some started doing some crunches, standing up. I said, all right. I said, wow, that's amazing. So just goes to show you got to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. But it was just an amazing opportunity, such an honor to be on the cover. The shoot was so fun. The photographer, he is like an OG. He's from France. He's been shooting for Maxim, I guess, for forever. So he was just one of those type of people. Like, if he tells you to do it, you're going to do it. He tells you to pose like this, you're going to pose like this. He tells you, under the water, you're going under the water. No questions asked. This red hair was leaking everywhere. There was red all over that pool. But it was amazing. You know, the shoot was super fun. The Wild 'N Out girls were there with me. I love them. We had so much fun doing it. And it's out on the newsstands now, which is a surreal feeling. I actually went to a Barnes and Nobles last night and picked up a bunch of copies because prior to that, I had just seen it online. So now I have the physical copy. So it really feels real. And shout to Maxim and Nick for the opportunity. It was so cool, to be on the cover of Maxim magazine. That's just like, a bucket list thing, something you aspire and dream of doing. So it was amazing.
And I feel like you really like are doing it all, because you also, I know you mentioned earlier, but you produced, wrote, direct, starred in your own movie. You also appeared in the series Gravesend. What do you like most about acting and being in projects like that?
I love acting and being able to play characters. It's so cool. And the characters that I love most are the ones that um you really don't care what you look like. Meaning, for what I do, being on Wild 'N Out and when I'm doing my music and stuff, you want to try to look cute. I love to play a character where it's like, the worse you look, the better. And in my movie Forget About Christmas, I played Nona, cousin Gianna, a network executive, small elf, myself. And for all the characters other than myself, I really didn't care what I look like. Obviously, when I was, the Nono and the Nona, I had like, old makeup on and stuff. The cousin, she was crazy. She was out of her mind. The network executive, same thing. So it's a very freeing experience when you are playing those characters and just really digging into that. And I found that being able to do it on a large scale, like for a movie, was just literally a dream come true, to be able to show people my acting chops. And I actually just filmed another indie movie. It's called Methadone Mile, and I play a fiend, like a recovering fiend from Boston, and that was an amazing experience. Shout out to Johnny Hickey and the team on that. That should be dropping in the fall. And then, like you said, I just recently did Gravesend. Shout out to Williams and Mayo. That's on Tubi right now. I appear as a DJ named Gina, and I'm under like Fran Drescher's wing, which was really cool. And it's a timepiece in the 80s, like all Italian mobsters and stuff. So that was super cool. And I just love that I'm really being able to step into this space. And that was one of the main reasons why I did the Forget About Christmas movie, because I wanted to be able to show people my chops so I could make way to get more opportunities such as these. So I hope there's more down the line. I want to play a superhero, Marvel, holla at me. I would love to get into like a series, and that's the goal. So I got a lot of goals that I'm going for, Stephanie, that's on my dream board. And those are definitely a couple of them.
That was actually my next question. So you're doing music, you're on TV, you're in movies. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Anything else in the works for the future?
Yeah, I definitely, outside of the TV, the film, like I said, getting back to consistently dropping music. I'm also working on things, working on part 2 of the movie that I already wrote, working on other treatments and cements and ideas for different shows. I also want to get more into the space of, I like to give back to the kids. Also, I'm very involved in a bunch of different animal organizations, especially for dogs. I did a campaign with PETA with my son, my rescue dog. So eventually I'd love to like open up a shelter and really help more in that space other than what I do. Of course, I donate to a lot of organizations each month, and then people reach out to me and I, help place dogs and get them homes. But I definitely want to, get more into that space and do more to give back to the community, give back to the kids, the animals, the elderly, get back into visiting the nursing homes. I used to do that and go do karaoke and stuff. I've been a little crazy busy, but I want to get back into doing that and just giving back because I'm so grateful for where I'm at. So I want to make sure that I'm giving back to people and just letting them feel that love and giving people that little pick me up that need it. But yeah, outside of the charity space, you hit it the nail on the head. Film, TV, music. I might be starting a podcast soon with a couple of my castmates. We've been talking about it, myself, Conceited, and Rip Michaels. We just recently did a comedy show together, so that might be in the works. And just working. I stay on the grind, Steph. So I'm just out here working, twerking, and getting to the next movement, to the next bag, and just grateful to be in the position I'm in.
Amazing. We love staying booked and busy. Well, thank you so
Yes.
much. Thank you so much for chatting with me today, and congrats on everything. And I really do like the single. It's really fun.
Thank you so much, Steph. I really appreciate you. Everybody go stream that, mouth go crazy, make a TikTok, make a reel. Tell me how you feel, and mouth go crazy. That's the deal.